So, Tanya Noble, another loyal viewer and listener, can you talk about optimal DHEA levels for women, and if supplementing, what is the best time of day to take it? I will go first, Dr. Wrigley, and then I'll let you take over. So optimal DHEA levels for women, DHEA is, they call it an androgen. I don't like using that term because that makes us think that only men have it, but men do have more DHEA than women. So it is important to take a female dose of DHEA. Female dose of DHEA is anywhere from 5 to 25 milligram a day. DHEA is mostly made in the adrenal glands to help us respond to stress. As we age, DHEA levels go down. So optimal is, when you say optimal is different for everybody. So it depends on, what your goals are. So get your level checked. Make sure it's on the high end of normal if you're not having acne or oily skin anyway. So that's why it's different for everybody. And the best time to take DHEA is in the morning, because that's when our adrenals produce the most DHEA, is in the morning to prepare us for the rest of the day in times of stress. So, Dr. Wrigley, what do you got to say about DHEA?
I'm gonna pretty much say that you nailed that, Shawn. Here's what I would add to that. I find that DHEA is a mixed bag for sure, in the giving it to women. So what I mean by that is this: the women who respond favorably to DHEA will respond to it at a low dose. And so I will often start women on 5 milligrams twice a day. And in some cases, if I just, have a hunch that this is really needed, I might go to 10 twice a day for a total of 20. But here's what I find. It's an interesting thing because of all of what we know about what the DHEA pathway is and where it leads to or whatnot. The research is not like super strong, like that it works for everybody. Like if we knew, we would know right now for sure if DHEA was the go-to libido stimulating nutritional supplement to take for a female, then somebody would have already patented some kind of version of this, and they'd make $1 billion.
Right.
But it becomes one of those things where some women, this changes their life. Other women doesn't really do a whole lot of anything. And then in the third case, sometimes if you get them a little bit more than they need, then they're going to go that androgen pathway, and they're going to go, why all of a sudden am I breaking my skin out at 50 years old or whatnot, because you're pushing too much. So DHEA is one of those things where if someone's interested and they're going to do this on their own and they're a woman, I wouldn't start with more than 5 milligrams twice a day. And if you notice anything after a couple of weeks of, I definitely think I feel better, maybe play around and take it up a little bit. But again, I'm not sold on that every woman should take it. That's for sure.
Yeah, everybody is individual. That's what's important about hormone balancing, is that, you have to know what hormones somebody needs. That's why it's important to test, and that's why it's important to go to a practitioner that knows what labs to order and how to interpret those labs.
Absolutely.